As a photographer, I often felt stuck in this kind of drama triangle where I was the victim of an unjust business or industry or system or whatever, and there were perpetrators, and I was always looking for some way to escape, some sort of rescue, somebody who would save me from my problems. A lot of this had to do with being on social media where everybody's life is perfect, or you somehow take personally that they are doing better than you, or whatever the hell that means. And so you internalize that and you become increasingly defensive. You feel like the world is against you. You go into that survival mode against apparent threats, and you're always defensive because, the world is out to get you. And then you don't feel like you have agency. So it's hard to get out of that, because if you have no agency and you keep blaming yourself and you have this dialogue about, I'm no good, they're better, it's this kind of black and white thinking, and you're looking for an external source of salvation, then what are you supposed to do? What kind of actions can you take? And that really erodes your self-efficacy, your ability to feel like you can take action and get positive results. So this drama triangle comes from Stephen Karpman around in the 60s. But there's an alternative way of thinking about it, which is called the empowerment dynamic. And that is taking the drama triangle of victim, perpetrator, rescuer, and flipping it into creator, challenger, and coach. So the creator, instead of the victim, has more agency. So you begin thinking in terms of learning opportunities, ways in which you can find solutions to challenges. So it's not an oppressive system against you. They are challenges that you can rise up to and that you can figure out, or that you can work with at least. You don't see them as this wall of impenetrable and kind of intentionally bad things that are directed toward you. Instead, you think of it as everybody is a teacher. Every situation is a learning opportunity, is a way to grow. That doesn't determine particular outcomes. It's just a different way of looking at it. And then the rescuer is a coach. So for me, since I'm a coach, has a slightly different meaning, but I was always afraid that when I realized this dynamic was taking place in my life, that if I became a coach or a therapist or whatever, that I would then become the rescuer, and then I would just kind of be trying to fill a hole of validation and trying to be the savior for other people, which is also no good. But what I loved learning was that coaching, and in this case, the concept of coach, is not about rescuing people. It's not about doing things for people, living people's lives for them, making decisions, giving advice. It's facilitating. So it's asking learning questions. It's helping people see things that they may not have seen before through that process. And so if you look for somebody who is a coach, and I don't mean that as a sales pitch, I mean people in your life who can help facilitate your own growth, as opposed to looking for somebody to alleviate things for you and kind of take that agency away. So the more that you think of yourself as somebody who is capable, and you are asking yourself learning questions instead of judgment questions, this empowerment dynamic can help you move forward in a way that is much more effective. So go out and practice, make a list of each one of these points on the triangle, and what the thoughts are behind them in your head. So in what way do I think of myself as a victim? Who are the perpetrators that I'm perceiving? Who are the rescuers I'm perceiving? And the same thing with the alternative way of thinking, the upside down triangle, where there are challengers, you are the creator of your own life, and there are coaches, people in your life who can help facilitate.